So, hello, 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 hello to all and indeed sundry, all of whom are very welcome this hot and sticky Thursday. Talking of which, apologies for fan noise. It doesn't mean I'm not going to use it, but apologies. Oh, Freachy. I wish it was raining here. Not here. Here is in my bedroom. Really don't want it to be raining in my bedroom. But, oh, I could cope with it raining right today. It's been one of them, and it is hot and nasty. So yesterday was okay. And as a result, I thought, that's cool. That's, today will be fine. So, let's see. Because Sinking City seems to be working fine on game capture. She says optimistically. Keep them crossed. You remember Rain from the before time. There may be a degree... Well, I hoped you could see the menu anyway. Because it was showing it. If it wasn't showing it, then we're all in trouble. Okay, just out of curiosity, what's it set itself to? Good, good. Epic? Really? Are you sure? Because I'm not. Right. Thing is, I happen to know I beat the recommendeds, not just the base specs for this. Audio. Much though I like the music, I also like my ears. So let's pull this. Oh, cool. The interface has its own key. Sound effects. Leave voices up. See, I'm kind of loath to go into the game just yet. Compass on. Apparently I'm not going to make my life horribly, horribly unpleasant. No, didn't go video. So that's what I wanted to be. Oh, what a shock it was said. Right, so climb is space, run is left shift, aim is right mouse. No, Robinson. This is the New England equivalent of Margate. Well, I think it's an island, so technically Sheppey. Which is not a comment on Sheppey, it's just location. That's mean, Robinson. And it's also going up on my chat, which is being recorded. Play nice. I have included, as a notice, the disclaimer that Frogwares put on the front of the game, which is basically a warning that this is set in the time and works of a chap where ethnic minorities were discriminated against and there was prejudice, as opposed to now when it's all sweetness, lights and butterflies. They don't... They're not putting that in because they're glorifying it. They're putting it in because it would be wrong to pretend that sort of attitude never existed. How do you own it on 4 platforms, Fish? I think I've only got it on 3. Oh, their own. Okay. Melee is E, reload is R. And the rest will hope for a tutorial. Yes, actually, so did I. Right. Okay, I think we must be coming up to it. So, let's go for a new game. What do you reckon to the menu screen, by the way? Talk about setting your stall out early. Will there be tentacles involved? Probably. I apologise for the amount I'm probably going to be drinking during this. But I'm on an iced vegan latte, and an entire litre of it may not be enough. Hey, Mecky! You remember when Margate was brought up, you tend to think of us every time you think Dauntless now. Yes. Yes, Fishy's Margate. I'm not exactly far, though. Right, shall I get to it, guys? Hold on to your hats. Possibly literally. Hello to everyone. Everyone says hello to everybody. Your sound points are too low for you to do this. Tough cheddar, mate. It's a virtual hub city's called Ramsgate. No idea how that goes with you. Oh my god. Frici, Ramsgate's about 3 miles away. No, Robinson. This is like people trying to get away with dropping their default skills for spot hidden. Right, let's give them the advert. Before they're dropping in. So, anyone who's just dropped in from Knight's channel, welcome to the Sinking City. They do indeed, but they pay for the channel, so, you know, potato, potato. Hello Raiders indeed. So yeah, stuff it. Previous autosaves will have been overridden. I literally did one thing. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you've requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we've stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes van der Berg. Fast travel can be performed between phone booths? Excellent. You have to watch this while wearing glasses that give you motion sickness. Ah! Right. Bring it. Why would I skip this? It's fine. It's all fine. Don't do that. So, having seen that, can you understand why I was so certain this was straight up my alley? You go to Zahadum, you will die. Yeah! See, I don't trust anything in this.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Okay. Letter. That's the same one that we had at the opening. Casebook, press C to activate. Okay. We have a casebook. Cope. Main case, side cases, completed cases. I don't think those are going to fill up terribly quickly. I have a mind palace. I have no clue. So, these would be the people who did the Sherlock Holmes games then. Is not trusting something in the Lovecraft story paranoia or appropriate caution? I think it comes under both. You can be appropriately paranoid. Folding camera. Oh, that's nice. Auto looting. Oh boy.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Well, no.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Okay. Roma the noble troglodyte. Curse of the were-jaguar. Is it wrong that I'm reasonably sure I've read at least one of those? Book I can take? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Hi.
Now get out.
Yeah, all right. Sheesh.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Right.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Is he perhaps a king?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Yikes.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust
Creature?
bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Yep, Shard Throgmorton.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
I'm not reading any books while I'm here if I have any other option in the matter.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This
I'd be
city
useful.
is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Oh, well, that makes me feel so much more secure. Yeah, we've got a couple of options here. I mean, the obvious is the King in Yellow. One of the others is an Elphatep. Okay, just a quick query to the stream. How is the game sound level? Because I can bring it up a little. Or put it down if need be. But it's hard to tell the balance. Shoot him now. I'm not shooting him. It probably wouldn't take. Okay. Right, let's have a quick poke around. Look around. I have to say that given Frogwares are not a huge studio, I really do like the look of this. Is there a manual save? Please tell me there is a manual save. Yes, there is. Hello. Just save. Yes. Okay. Right. Fish canning factory, Blackwood Marsh. Yikes. Yeah, but even she's the calling chaos. Yes, anybody up for some calamari? I can walk. Yes, I can walk. Only the most flavorful seafood. Oh, really not feeling comfortable about any of this. What in the what? Why?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Okay. As you do. This is the kind of city where a random cultist can go about their day with no real issues. Under the keel bar. Exit. Okay. Ooh. Right, okay. Indeed, fish.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived in Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Okay. Why is that backpack so massive? Because he's an adventure game character.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
Right.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But
Cool.
now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Oh yeah, blame everything on Innsmouth just because they're half fish psycho cultists. Well, yeah, you gotta admit. Let's not piss him off until I've asked him all the questions.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
True,
You
I would
had better
imagine.
get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Righto.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I
Okay.
already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just deploy my psychic powers.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Well, now. Okay, evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind palace and take photos. White frame in the camera viewfinder indicates if you're aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations, then pin it to the map to plan your route. Pin evidence on the HUD to keep track of your current goal. Oh, I like that. You can also place evidence on the map and HUD from the casebook screen. Okie dokie. Am I in the habit of helping creepy monsters? Well, creepy monsters who are obviously a big noise in this town. There is indeed. Shard, I take it you're not familiar with the Sherlock Holmes adventure games, which the same developers did. I don't know if I have saved recently, but I do feel a powerful urge. Oh god, I loved the Dead Zone fish. Psychometry a go-go. Right, so I love the police line do not cross.
I've said everything I know.
I worry about your feet. Okay. Right. House it is then. Let's F to toggle the flashlight. Well, apparently all the fishermen go barefoot. Go figure. This is bizarre. Very little has as yet happened, and yet I am genuinely spooked. This thing is atmospheric as all get out. Stairs, a modern invention. Sharp, the later Sherlock Holmes games from Frogwares included the Mind Palace, so I suspect will be done in much the same way. So, the Throgmortons and Innsmouthers are in an ongoing feud. Albert Throgmorton behaved strangely after returning from the sea. He was mad, violent, and spoke gibberish. Basically, they're linking up. They allowed me to build links and pursue deductions and make eliminations. I didn't realise that they'd implemented it in this, but I suppose it does make sense. Everything's damp. Everything is just soggy. Oh, we do actually have stairs. Okay, that's cool. Yikes. Yeah.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Right.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Right.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Let's start
Tell
with
me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was out of starve.
Fair play.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Why did you come
Please,
here?
Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
That's understandable. Right. I tell you what, your protagonist really doesn't look well, does he? Okay.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Is this X-Lock? Oh, okay.
I can barely recognize the
Yikes.
face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Hello, what? Sorry? Shard, one of the NPCs is clearly has chimpanzee in his ancestry, and the others are mostly fish. I'm not sure that's setting a high bar. Well, that's not good. What is going on with the hallucinations? Okay. So the used to work on the railway, so naturally railway is a thing.
Choo-choo. Ahem.
Okay. Alright, okay. I'm just gonna steal everything you own while investigating, hope you don't mind. Standard house of multiple occupancy for migrant workers.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Okay. What the hell was that vision? Oof. Well, the squelching's a bit much.
5 cards short of a full house.
Well, that covers pretty much everybody in town.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
It does have that sound to it, doesn't it? There's multiple ways up. Okay. Books. Don't know why I'm surprised. Mind's Eye activates. Okay. Whoa.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina.
Excuse me, sir, but what the? I don't think that's something I want to leave running for too long. Retrocognition, that's perfectly valid. Another way of saying postcognition, i.e. psychometry. Right, what? Mind's Eye. Whenever you see distortion in the corners of the screen and hear a ringing sound, it may reveal images of the past, illusions, omens, or tracks that are otherwise invisible. Okay. So there's a distortion going on over there. That might be in the next room. Oh, well.
Take this, ape face.
The flying. Okay.
Yeah, run!
The other room.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay. Right, we think that might be the first thing.
What's happening?
So, possibly ran out, had a fight.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
What? Oh, great! No. I tried to come to this as cold as possible, bar the basic thing. Monkcrone's translation of the creepy chanting, "Things man, or indeed anyone else, was not meant to know," shard. Okie dokie. So he went out the window and he was bonkers. So, mind pad this time. Nope. Okay, Albert attacked the fisherman. He returned... He did attack the fisherman. He returned unstable. Bled when he was wounded. One of the fishermen is missing. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Yai Cthulhu Vatan. Right, we'll take that. So back to the clues. Definitely something to do with the feud. The fisherman suffered a sudden psychotic outbreak after Albert Throgmorton turned conscious. To regain consciousness. Okay. Okay. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. He was dangerous and he spread hysteria around him. Fisherman is missing. And Albert fled when wounded. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. I've seen very little of the COC game from last year, Fish. It's one I want to get, but the trailers didn't really make me excited for it. But as I said, I'm happy to get it. Okay. Got these deductions. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Follow the omens. Okay. What? Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to reveal new evidence. Okay. Well, we know where he went. Out the window.
I've said everything I know.
Yeah, okay. Follow the yellow brick omens. Follow the yellow brick omens. Oh my god. Hi. I'm just wondering if perhaps I ought to investigate the boat first. And also because that's actually wigging me out slightly. And that fish. The game shame. They say there was a beach to the left of the house as I looked at it. Okay. By beach you mean chunk of street. Ah, there we go. It's a 10-year lifeboat.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throckmorton and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's... unreadable. We shouldn't have done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor... something. I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on, and in the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. He's here. Yay!
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
And hope it's giving me XPs. Alright, who are you and why are you just standing in the water?
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Fair enough, fish.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Okay. Right then. I have a feeling that staying inside the psychic view is probably not going to be healthy long term. Who the hell are you? Vaguely happy to find out you're real. Yeah, I will say Sixth Ed was probably my favourite. Hence I owned it twice. Okay. Let's follow the omens. Follow the yellow brick omens. Follow the yellow brick. One person's running, one person's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Right. More to be had, though. Looking to hide somewhere. Bear would be my favourite, but...
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Okay. Really liking. Shit, it's not liking that. What is with the hash everywhere?
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping around the port. Don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Let's come out of the mind of the freaky vision.
And the blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Uh-huh. He is clearly clinging on by his absolute fingernails. Yeah, psychic view's probably unhealthy, but you kind of need it to do your job. See if doing it in small bursts would help. What is with the symbols on the boxes? No, that's fine. It's not creepy at all. Gunpowder. Thank you. I can hear things in my left headset. Now, fresh blood. Lots of fresh blood. I like that it's not even making me look at it, because it's just, yep, this is blood, you're following a blood trail, here's another one. Padlocks, press T for more information. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Cool. So there's a padlock. It's just stuff I'm stealing. Right. E for melee.
The door won't budge.
Will you know? Oh shit. Hell with this! Excuse me! What the actual? Where's my inventory? Guns are not going to reload themselves. Mummy. Okay. I just want to know how to get into combat, please. Because yes, I really am noping out of here as fast as humanly possible. Oh, hello. How far can I run? No idea. No idea at all. Options. Right. Aim. Right. Items. Okay, so inventory is tab. Okay. Ah, right, there we go. Where is the little crawly fecker? Pillows and blanket fort against the eldritch beings. It's probably as good as anything, to be honest, Meki. I apologise for that, guys. I noticed my pure optimism. That bullets will do a damn thing. Now, pillows and blankets for belt. Okay. So I've got my camera, I've got the brick. I should have hit it with a brick. Yeah. Right, back to the actual serious business. Yeah, I don't know if the photo was appropriate.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Albert was murdered. And I'm having a squirrely turn. Hi, Octaeon. I think I will leave it to chat to fill you in on how dark this game is. The fuck is that? Did I just run away from a mutant fish? Okay, let's head to the Mind Palace. Got all the stuff to do. Right, I found the body. Found a piece of torn jacket stained with blood, alongside the blood-stained note. Right, so far it's looking like it's going to be the fisherman Lewis who I'm looking for. Mythos, yay! That makes me feel so much happier. Right. Bar owner is indebted to Lewis. Lewis has left the crime scene. Lewis may be at the bar. Okay. Lewis was murdered. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Right. So, Lewis is probably at the bar. Can we add it? Do you mind? Stop reacting to things I haven't heard. Do you live in Happy Slaughter next to Hookville? Yeah, probably should not be using...
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
And I have to say, I do approve of the size of his backpack because it is literally, it's everything. I mean, he's got an entrenching tool, he's got water. This guy is really well organised. I already looted that. No, I hadn't. Okay. Right. I need to find the bar. What he is, Fishy, is he is packing like a woman. We can survive out of our handbags. Okay, so collected all the evidence in the warehouse. Car on ship key evidence collected, but not all of it. All evidence. So there's more evidence left on the boat. Fisherman's house key only collected. Huh, interesting. Let's head back to the fisherman's house. Or actually, let's head back to the boat. Oops. Okay, that wasn't necessarily my smartest idea. There's another one.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Oh, no, you're alright there, mate. Well, this is 1930s, and we know that he was in the army. I'm not sure what it says about me that I wasn't 100% sure that that wasn't a sea creature. The hell's the Charon? Oh, whoops, up the next dock. Yeah, you and me both, Mackie. Okay, so there's the fisherman's house, which I will go back to in a mo. But let's now have a quick explore of the ship. Now I know things like the mind's eye works.
Now get out.
You really don't like me, do you? Huh. Excuse me? The little worms in my vision and you.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Yes, Becky is indeed. Hello, I missed that. Okay, something to photograph. Ah, okay. Yes. Yes, I remember that. Turned out to be subspace, if I recall. The solution and the problem, in fact. Oof. As I said from first impression, this game's got atmosphere. I've been looking forward to it, and it looks like I was right. Right up my alley. Okay. Oh, way to completely miss an entire back room, Drop.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
There was a dog? Concern? Whoops. Shell casings, gunpowder and metal scrap. And disturbingly, syringe in there. Music's doing that thing again. There's a book. It could have been Robinson. That may have started off as a dog. I had assumed it started off as a squid.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Huh? Again. Got the numbers. The hashes all over the place. Definitely the longer you stay in this, the squirrelier things get. Yeah, I'm violating the book. No books. No books before bedtime. Oof.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Quite a lot, actually, mate.
My head. I still hear those voices.
You could at least tell him that he didn't... Oh, no. I don't know whether he
I can
killed this guy
barely
or not.
recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Ah, okay.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor
Oh,
fella.
whoops.
He was beaten to a pulp.
Right, I'm on the camera. Yes? No? Maybe? probably raided most
Choo
of this.
choo.
Do I really want to be using Mind's Eye when looking in the mirror? Is this really my most sensible idea? Probably not. This whole place is squirrely.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Be dubious if they never did. What the hell? Robinson, I don't think I'm going. Hello, Mortiane, by the way. Yeah, this is my, quote, detective vision. Otherwise known as Mind's Eye. Ah, there we go.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Uh-huh. Basically, when you do, Mortiane, I don't think it does terribly good things to your sanity. Which is, judging by the intro sequence, a little bit on the shaky side to start with.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
I suppose if you're a fisherman, you've got some of the limited contacts. Oh, yes, we love that hilt.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Okay. So that's everything from in here. Really not too sure about the hallucinations. Really wish they would stop once I stop using my detective vision. Okay.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
So that you what? Do wash your hands after dipping into Great Grey Vision. Bleach helps with the visions too.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed.
Sorry?
I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Okay.
I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
Well, technically it was hidden in the basement, Robinson. You had to actually go down into the basement through the locked door. I like it, yeah, Mikey.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Okay.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
At least he wasn't aggressive about it. I mean, he is a bit of an arse, obviously. Private eye with the third eye open, yep. So... did he mark the bar for... Find out what the bar is, to be honest. Oh, we've got the hospital. Thanks for that. When they say city, not kidding, are they? So, is that the bar? Oakmont City Port, right, okay. Warehouse, that'll be Caron, and that's the Titania, right, okay. I like that he hasn't it hasn't made life too easy for me. Okay. Yeah, so the bar is in Oakmont Port, right, okay. Throckmorton is indeed, I think, wearing blue gloves. I hope he's wearing blue gloves. He's wearing grey gloves. Guessing leather. I believe you can. I'm fairly sure you can sort of wander. And things will happen around you. At the moment, I just want to try and get my bearings under the keel bar. Okay, fair enough. Because it looks like there is a lot to find and a lot going on. That's not necessarily anything to do with the current plot. Oh yeah, bad things, undoubtedly. Bar under the keel. That's looking suspiciously like one of those you cut. Of course, nobody can get out of the port until the murder's solved. Not liking that music. Very not liking the worms in my vision. This dark, suspicious alley is totally fine to explore. Yeah, it does indeed. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, we don't like that. That's a Mills and Boone cover with a man and a fish. Main character is an eldritch being who forgot. He suffers visions, he's psychic, and I think there's something connecting PTSD and the First World War. And he's here to explore his visions and try and figure out what the hell's going on with him. So, your guess, mate, is as good as mine at this stage.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
What? Bullets are currency? God, I hope you're wearing fingerless. If I can't see your face, I don't want to play. Hi, who's you?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Yeah. I thought I deleted that keyword, but apparently not. Right. Yes, I am reluctant to go into the bar where I think a murderer is hiding out. Especially since I've seen the trailers.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I think your second statement's more accurate, mate.
Ugh, I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Oh, what's going on over here?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Well, in for a penny.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer.
Okay.
After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Okay, let's pay her in the bullet.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Be polite to the strange psychic lady.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Ah. Hey, Jick. Yeah, I should actually. Weirdly, she appears. I have to say, I do like the character modelling overall.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
I only rat to established police.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Okay.
Bye.
Got the bartender's key, that's a good thing.
Hey, knock it off!
Oh, wow. Sorry about that, mate. Didn't actually mean to do that. I'm just going to wander into your back room. You don't mind, do you? Thank you. Oof. Okay, I've got some coil springs. Excellent. I am a player character. I will steal everything that's not nailed down. Discord was being a bit floopy for me earlier, Robinson. Only on the app though, I haven't tried it on the PC. Now, there is a sneak. Oh.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Okay. Assuming you're not Lewis. I'm, however, assuming that probably saving is a burn. Also, I don't know if I can use it, but I've got a brick. And I'm not afraid to smack him over the head with it. Just me, the edges of the screen go floopy there. Psychometry and the mind's eye thing. Actually, that's not a bad one for a badge fish. If I can sort that out, I would be a happy bunny. Need a non-offensive sound loss. Got a brick.
Hey, who are you?
Damn.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Yeah.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out I was right.
Uh-huh. I'm not buying it, mate. So far, although with more overt combat, the feel of this is quite similar to my COC. It's the way I tend to run. Fish, I believe as a mod you've got access to Techie. If you want to delete, if you can remember how, that triggered command, and then everybody who refers to Fishy will stop triggering it. That would be fine by me, because I can't get at my control panel at the moment. I'm not going to go for why do you look like that.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
Uh-huh.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
Yeah, what?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh?
What gave it away?
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun.
And the brick.
Answer
Don't
the
forget
question.
The brick.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Is that the command, Fish? Okay.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
disgusting.
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Right. Oh, and by the way, I have no intention of honouring that particular deal. He shot the guy through the head and hung him on a hook. Protagonist bears a terrible likeness to one of the members of your Friday game. Oops. Right, to the Mind Palace we go. Albert was murdered. Lewis was aware... Oh, right, yeah, this is very much like the Sherlock Holmes games. So, my judgment. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Or Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Throgmorton. Shot through the head, really accurate, and then hung up on the hook. And then the door was padlocked after him. Yes. I have to say, he was well aware what he was doing. Psychic influence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Throgmorton. He had a motive too, the mutual hatred between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. I must tell Robert Throgmorton the truth and bring the murderer to justice. Right. Good. Yep, I just scammed the guy. The quote, poor guy, Robinson, shot a hysterical man through the head. He was clearly in no fit state to be dealing with himself. I won't tell anyone. My decision is to tell on him. No. He's going down for this. But I feel no need to go short, because, you know, bullets are valuable currency. Well, if he has a cute daughter and the family knows she wouldn't be cute, feel free to carry on. The thing is, people with the Innsmouth look start off looking relatively normal. They don't start off looking like that. No, even if the headshot was a fluke, Jick, then the flukish hanging him up from hooks probably wasn't. And then the freakishly lucky padlocking the door shut. The murderer's dead, the murderer's at the bar.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful.
Okay, Shard. Thanks for watching.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Boat, mainly.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Robinson, I think it's only a few hours, to be honest, but he strikes me as one of those men who is rather impatient.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Okay, you think the flood is unnatural? You reckon?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Yeah.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Two antipsychotics. Oh, wacko. Right. I have a new case. So let's unhook that from the compass. That's the Oakmont Chronicle. Police Department. Hospital of St. Mary. Yeah, 25 bullets a day plus expenses, fish. Is that my boat? It's looking like my boat to me. Great, isn't it? On City Hall, University, Longwater Manor. Oh, wacko, that comes under Mythos. Yay. It's in northern Coverside at the crossroads of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Okay. Actually gonna have to look at road signs. Okay, so northern Coverside, Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. There's Coverside. Asher Road in Hubert. There's Asher. There's Hubert. So I really like that. making you want to map a Lovecraftian 30s parallel fantasy city. Yeah. Indeed. Dwarves as elder god worshippers, being chthonic themselves. Now, I reckon I should be able to get to my boat. The only question is, how? This place is screwed beyond belief. It really is. What, being a chthonic entity in your own right, Robinson? If that is my boat. Say. Time for a spot exploring. Oh, this just looks eminently sane and sensible. Hello. Oh, that's throwing a brick. Right, gotcha. That way. Yeah. Oh, that's just disgusting. Clear water, far under. Is that a joke? Let's explore the strange shed. As much as anything, I want to have a check and see just how freeform this is. The answer is quite, actually. I do quite like that he doesn't run in some great athletic manner. Runs more like someone who's carrying something very, very heavy. Can I get up there? Can my ducks? Right. The warrior guy just vanished. Okay, hello. Oh, cutscene the go-go. What? Okay. Reasons unknown, the city of Oakmont is missing on most maps. When the flood struck, this made receiving disaster relief nigh impossible. So, I need to find any surviving expedition members, dead or alive. Okay. I love the visions. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering. And it still haunts me. Well, yikes. Folks.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Yep. Okay.
Never again, they say.
Yep, definitely World War One. Laudanum.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
I'm vaguely amazed that you do if you're downing that. I have a wardrobe. Ah! Find and return all the books to the book collector in the assigned reading case. Oh, that's just flat out disturbing. Oh, this is amazing. I love these options. Oh, that's rather. Okay, kind of like that. Yikes. King's robes. Mummy. Not by story progress. So there's only one thing that's actually in the investigator pack but I don't have. I love the cultist outfit. That's fantastic. Oh, that's rather nice. So the newcomer is Indiana Jones leather jacket with the backpack. Windcoat is rather snazzy. But we'll stick with what we've got for now. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers being exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand Family. I regret only one thing, it all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Okay. This is going to be one of those, I don't think there's any right side to anything. Well, they said ensuite bathroom. Didn't say it was nice. Mr. Reed, it seems you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in future. I won't be there for you every time. Well, at least I'm marginally less likely.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Yeah, we're less likely to have the attack of the Kingfishmen. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors, I'll make you pay for these scratches. Okay.
The door won't budge.
So this is going to be one of those I've got a main quest and loads on the books. Have a poke around upstairs if I can. Can I hear something? Yeah, that would be a plus weapons, and you already own the system.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Excellent. God. Huh. So, what have we got? The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the rooms of several disappeared newcomers. Among them I found several pages from a diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He described it suffered from visions and marked the places where they happened. Was he trying to avoid them? So, we have potential cases. Forlorn woman. Lone child. Mirrors. Static in ears. All of the ocean. My god, these are all based on dreams. Okay. What a lot of side cases. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Ibon Street, yikes, and was headed towards Oak Street, but saw it. The thing was running so fast I didn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something with a shaking hand, something like a last will. And then I saw the thing stalking him, a fetus on thin, pointy legs with a little face full of evil and hatred. It's shrieking, I can't forget it. Okay, maybe not just yet. Let's start with Forlorn Woman. Because I'm not going to the main case just yet. This city, no matter how badly the flood has damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbour. Near the crossing of Fitzo'Callaghan Street and Old Church Road it came. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly on my face. I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until some Innsmouth had kicked me and ordered me away. Oh, it's got to be done. Fitzocallaghan Street and Old Church Road in Salvation Harbour. Salvation Harbour. Oh, Easton. So, Old Church Road, Maple, Seven Oaks, Windham. Looking for Fitzocallaghan Street. Jarvis. Octopus Avenue. That's just setting out its stall, isn't it? Old Church Road, Fitzocallaghan Street. In? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's do that. By the way, who the hell are you?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Darren, I think I'm starting to figure this place out. Locals use signs to mark special places, that you know already. Kinda like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H shape on doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. Crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign's used for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Yay. Hi. Oh boy.
What's your problem?
What the hell? Yikes. Walter, can I help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again? I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. Okay. Well, yum. I love that they're getting a newspaper out. Yeah, interesting is the right word for it, Fishy. crab. It's just a really, really big crab. Ah, I have a phone box. Cool. That's handy to know. So, if I follow the main road left, then I should be okay. Now, was there something about me having a boat? Yes, I have a boat. Wonder where that had gone. Hi. No? Alrighty. Whoa. Well, that's horrible. This entire place is just bollocks to beyond measure. I got a motorboat. Right, no whinging because the motorboat's wrong. I don't want to be on the water at this place because I suspect it's horrible. What? I just heard splashing behind me. I have no idea if it's wrong or not. I'm just... You know what you're doing with motorboats, I don't. Hi, who are you and why are you having a turn? What the hell am I saying? That where you live. That is true, Fishy. Oh, all the times. Excuse me. All the times I did not want a spider web running up my leg. Okay. Can I get out? No. I have a Cyclops 2 engine. Someone's chair floats by. I don't think far away from it is really going to be a whoa, 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 danger, Will Robinson. Waitley's household chemistry. The Waitleys were the family behind the Dunwich Horror. One of the more famous Lovecraft stories. So, which part of Lovecraftian mythology is this based on? I think the answer is all of them. Okay, cool. Cool, okay. Hello. Look at you fish here. Seriously, dude. Ah, sorry. Yep, we've had Devil's Reef. We've had... It's an absolute smorgasbord of Lovecraftian recipes. Recipes? References. Recipes? Hi. There's just such a lot to be said about this place so obviously being destination bollocks. And yet people trying to get on with their life. Well, thanks, Meki. I wasn't concerned about the possibility, pat on the stick, of running out of fuel, but, you know, cheers. Uh-huh. Here at the International House of Cultist.
What's your problem?
I have no idea, mate. I'm here to find out. Is it just around the corner by any chance? Okay, well it was a motel at some point. There. That's occupied. Is that the fisherman's house I was in? Could be, you know. No, it wasn't, because that was in a different place. So... there's got to be a door here somewhere. Posted Innsmouth, stewed elder things, shoggoth pudding. Robinson, that's not the sort of thing you type on an open chat. Spoon over makes the sanity go down. First aid kit. I will take the first aid kit, mate. I'm happy with that. Fudging! Nora, what the buggering blue blazes? Christ, when did I last save? Oh my god. Screw this noise! Oh, all the way off, mate! Get up, get up, run! Where's the front door? Shitting hell. Back in there then. What? Stop it. Okay, what was the actual quest? To run like a scared brownie button. I'm down with the run like a scared brownie button. Okay. Near the crossing of Fitz O'Callaghan Street and Old Church Road. Okay. God, I'm actually put the genuine wind up me, I will say. Thought this scream and run was a clue. Oh yes, I think that is my stability, you know. That's the house with the horrible in. What? Oh, you're not even pretending. Jesus. So that's presumably the building I need to investigate. This whole thing is not going to hold my hand at all, is it? Nope. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh god, I have no idea what the hell I was even looking at. I blew 2 bullets on that thing and I don't think it did anything. Right. Okay. You know what? I am going to briefly take a comfort break, and no, that's not because I'm scared, but I do need to refill my drink. So I will get back. Oh, yeah, it's getting annoying, fish, yes. The Cthulhu in Power Armor meme. Right, I will be back with you in a mo. Because yikes, and indeed, yikes. Right, hello. Just give me a second to back read chat. Big C in power armor is like saying, "Ha, is Superman with a machine gun." Yeah. Although that did happen, didn't it? The life of Superman when he came back and didn't have any powers. Huh. No, I don't know what the context is. I do wonder if it's by a Lumley fan, though. First Ed Monster Manual. Wow. Okay. Lone Child. Okay. How bad can it be? East Coverside, corner of St Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. Kingsport Street, St Elmo Lane. Go. Right. I am seriously thinking that the Forlorn Woman can do one for now. Still has Cthulhu and Elric in it. Oh, wow. Yeah, all right. So a random B&E ended up with me running like a scared bunny. That way. Suddenly getting back on my little boat sounds like a really cool idea. Is that the one I'm headed for? Like this. Oh, I know. Remove the compass mark. More importantly, compass mark that one. Suddenly, yeah, the water just feels so much safer. Hello, apple pie. I'm hallucinated again. We have a day-night cycle. Oh, that's what I needed. On my list of fun stuff to make and do. I have a license for that boat. Well, this one specifically. Can I just steal any boat? Yes, I can steal any boat. Excellent. It's like Boris bikes. What? I'm not sure you didn't transition to the Dreamlands. I'm also unconvinced by that hallucination when going between the two areas before I woke up. Because... where the hell am I going? Okay, if I head up my first left, it's probably my best bet if I can. Oh, I'm so not liking the look of this. you pass out, and then a vision of yourself gets up and walks off. Now, I'm not convinced you actually passed out or moved. For all I know, I've been dead this whole time. Summoning a glass of Chablis by sheer strength of will. Yes! Please, can we be leaving the place marked infested area even for this city? Oh good. Why do I want to land here? What possible good stuff could happen here? Hell, as they say, with that. Okay. Right. Hello, Chrono. You have missed me legitimately screaming and running away from something in the game. Honest to God. Scream and yell and go. Ideally, while firing warning shots. This game is officially terrifying. Hang on. Oh god, I've only got 3 shots, but my revolver has 4. Whoa. Meki sounds like he needs the anti-eldritch. No, 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 no. Oh no. We're not happy about this whole infested area lark. Let's head back round to Asher Road, and that might be more sensible. Don't wreck out. Please, 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 please. Yeah, there are investigations to be had, and there are ghosties and ghoulies and visions, and I literally have no idea what I'm doing. This is very much Sherlock Holmes after a heavy dose on the hallucinogenics. And it's now night. Yes, we need to head there ideally. Which will still take me past the infested area. Yippee. Sorry. Mommy? Right. Okay. $25 a day plus expenses. Let's give me a first aid kit. The last time I got a first aid kit, I then got chased by something that Peter Jackson dreamt up after too many burritos. Why didn't I just stick with the main quest? Fucking hell! No, shit! Jump! Climb! Get in the damn boat, you idiot! It made you jump, chick! Fortunately, I had saved immediately prior. Oh, we're not happy about that. That was horrible. Even the ugliest monsters have vulnerable spots. I don't care. Oh, okay. Right, so when you load a game, it takes you straight to the nearest fast travel point. Okay, I can cope with that. Does mean I've got to figure out what the hell I am. So I can either head back where I was, which is where I was actually going for the lone child. But if that's actually an infested area, then no. Or where is the actual game? Northern Coverside at the crossroads of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue, so I'm actually pretty close. Asher Road. Yeah, so I'm actually needing to go over there. Let's have a quick poke and see if that says infested area, because if it is, I'm just going to run like a scared bunny. Okay, there's people here, therefore maybe there won't be hideous creatures of eldritch horror. Guess where I need to go, guys? That's the hideous creatures of eldritch horror.com. How can you all look so damn relaxed? So you can get through into there. I need a bear trap. Why do I need a bear trap? Oh, bollocks. Bye! Mate, I'm with you. I don't know what that was, but no. Right, okay. Where's my boat? Where am I going? Where's my best bet? So that's where I need to go. So if I can head straight down Roosevelt Avenue, that would be useful. Yes, there are cases. I am actually playing a PI. So I'm trying to work through my own private issues, which involve psychic powers and PTSD, as far as I can tell. And bad dreams. And in order to do so, I'm investigating stuff for a local grandee called Robert Throgmorton, who's clearly at least partially gorilla, and one of the more normal people I've met. So that's the Lost at Sea quote. He set up an expedition to investigate beneath the flood, the highly unnatural flood that has isolated the city of Oakmont. And the only survivor so far who's come back is his son, who promptly got himself murdered. So I've now got to try and find the other members of the expedition. This apparently might tie into my dreams, hallucinations, what have you. I've also, however, got a bunch of letters which the landlord at the hotel I'm staying in has taken out of the rooms of people who came here seeking help and who've since vanished. Innsmouth is probably quite close to Oakmont because the town has recently had to take in a load of refugees from Innsmouth after the FBI burned the town down. So there is a lot of friction between the Innsmouth crowd and the locals. Okay, Meki. Good night. Right. Hi. No. Cultist tomes and where to find them? I think not. Pardon me. So... let's just go to the casebook. Lost at Sea. Right, so I'm headed over there. So yeah, I'm on the hangar right. Hope there's a boat there. Be prepared to... oh, shit. Okay. It's just people. I love that you have to find your way around the town. That is really quite cool to me. I mean, obviously, horrendous. But pretty damn cool. Oh, that's not good. That music is an indication that it's time to run like the proverbial scared bunny. Yeah, I need to get there. Can't get over there. That's not a good noise. What the hell? Sod off! Go away! actually want any right now. Right, which is the one for my torch? F for flashlight. Yes. Wondering if that thing was vulnerable to light. Oh, you know what now. Oh, that sounded even better. Oh my god, no, 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 run, 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 run. Be of running this. Be of running this right fucking now. Go, 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 go! Shit. Oh, bus off, you bastards! You get out of the way! Oh shit. This is not going according to plan. Not that I really had a plan aside from don't die, which I am spectacularly failing at. Oh my giddy aunts. Oh shit. This is what happens if you go into a place marked infested area. Where the hell am I? Right, let's do the fast travel because we know that I can fast travel back to the hotel, which should be a smegload safer. Okay. Right, yeah, let's go back to the Devil's Reef. Yeah, there is a bit. It's really not designed for run and gun. It's kind of, if you do that, you're doing it wrong. To be fair, it's been pretty good at letting me leg it previously. I've just not seen quite that many anythings. Okay, so I need... I think probably taking the boat all the way, either all the way around there, or just hopping across to the bottom of Old Church Road. Either way. And then hopefully just straight up Old Church Road. Oh, it's people. Okay, all the way up Old Church Road ain't happening. So the next one on the right then. I rather like, and this is going to sound so weird, I really, really like the feeling of helplessness. Okay, so if I can dock in Orchard Avenue, that would be ideal. It's looking like a dock. Works for me. Yeah, the feeling of helplessness does appeal, because I've never liked run and gun Lovecraftian stuff. It's where Dark Corners of the Earth got it right and wrong in many ways. Most of the things in there, you stood no chance. Forget it. Not happening. For heaven's sake. This town is bucket. Tesla versus Lovecraft, not yet. Haven't played. I feel like they've just walled off the areas that are completely screwed and are trying to get on with their everyday lives past their hello. What do I get? Anything interesting? Oh, okay. So, straight across this plaza, and then it should be on the left. I'd watch that stream, Robinson. Hi, you appear to be having a major headache. Uh-huh. Mugging going on? What? Leave him alone, dude. Okay. It's downright vicious. Way. I think I have. Oh yes, I have. It's around the other side. The Oakmont Police Department are apparently the Illuminati. Daylight. What? Random. Keys to the headquarters. Northern Coverside. Okay, right, so open. Shit. Just randomly murdered a guy. Okay, no, good luck. Well, that's Flash. It could entirely be it's actually not open until full daylight, you know. I could deal with that. Yeah, when you start hearing the whispers, it's time to back the truck up. I think it's still very early. Oh, that's not good. This place is completely bollocks. Now that means occupied. Right, that's the police department. Hi.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Yeah.
Do you and I have a problem, officer?
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
So we'll go shoot someone.
Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks.
Yippee. Yeah, good night, night. Right. Let's have a look for things that aren't actively going to eat me. Please. Right, where's the police archives? Oh, there. Okay, fair enough. Staff only. At some point I will probably need to break in there. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition. Right. So that's the mission I'm on. A and D, choose evidence. Okay. Okay, violent crimes. Suspects. Witnesses. Victims. That is so cool. Okay, right. I don't need to be here yet because I haven't built up enough evidence for anything. But that, actually, I really, really like. Yeah, don't get into a cell prematurely, dear. Probably not your smartest move. Throgmorton got his hands on him. Do we really think he's going to be in jail? I think he's actually going to be sleeping with his relatives. To be brutally honest. Expedition headquarters, yay. Okay, so the map is not bang on accurate. It's a marking on the map. Yeah, that'd be it then. I mean, if I paid more attention, the sign outside would probably have helped. Okay. Things are going squirrely. Hello.
Guess I don't need the key.
Yes, you don't. Guess I'm quite happy I've got my 44 selected. Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it?
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Okay.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Guys, there's a ghosty seagull on the floor. Follow that bird, I guess. Oh, what? Mummy! What? Oh shit, it's real.
Beware, he's cursed.
This game does a fantastic job of hallucinations. And also letting you run away. In fact, encouraging it. If you encounter stuff you are not ready to deal with, you are absolutely free to leg it. Okay, I've got a partially burned cargo manifest here. The following must be delivered, I'm assuming delivered. Grimhaven Bay, no later than Friday. Mark 5 diving suits, 6. Air tanks and pumps, 4. Canned goods, 18 crates. Personal belongings, 6 crates with something unreadable. Research equipment, 7 crates. Do not tip. Unreadable. Air pipes, 24. Phone station and wires, 1. Power generator, 1. Responsible for something unreadable. Okay. No. What's going on in the Mind Palace? What have we got? Nothing. Okay. Just the cargo manifest. Right, okay, because what could possibly go wrong in here? I want to be using my psychic powers in this place, given that there is something nasty in the woodshed. Yes, it got me shell casings and gunpowder. Yes, we'll take that then. Shit! What? God, I'm a crap shot. What the hell, dude? Okay, I'm gonna just try to hit him with that. Right, that's better. I've just figured out how to use the first aid kit. you? Did you just try and kill me? Bloody fishmen. Okay. Hey, Dale. Sorry, Techie's a bit sensitive on the message length and caps. Right, okay, let's have a proper look at this. That's buggered.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
No, what you're missing is the crushed beyond repair. Music's doing it again. Not entirely happy about this. Yikes. Where the hell are you? Do you have any mates down here? Whoa. There's a rift in reality. Okay, here we go.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Oh, I don't like the we.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Right. They came in looking for something. Urgently.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Basically found what they were looking for. Bastards. Look. Oh no. What's it?
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
Right. Okay. So logically, that's one.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Two.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Whoa, what? Who, sorry? Okay. Yay, hallucinations. Okay, Del. I'm probably going to wrap up this session anyway shortly. Because it's quite late. But at the moment, very much liking it. The expedition archive is lost, but they still have clues to follow. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Which paper I have been seeing all over this. Right. And one of them was still down here. go as they say. Bigger. A swift more once round the block. Yeah, this is a nice balance overall between investigation and absolute pants-wetting terror. Hoping all the others went. Oh, what is that? That's a fish tank, and why aren't they dead? H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest additions to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now, Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so, shed light on what may yet be to come. Try using psychovision on the fish. Are you out of your tiny? It's actually quite a relief. How am I doing for guns? Oh god. I don't think ammo is exactly going to be well supplied. According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong, previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We've prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulet and religious symbols which are of no use and applying these scientifically valid methods of protection instead. Yeah, that's clearly done you guys so much good. Why have you got a map of the UK? God, yes, I've got a bullet. Excellent.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
P.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
Have anything else? Probably not. Alcohol. That strikes me as a plan. Right, let's finish off searching up here.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
I don't. I really don't. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean by J. Hart. Are we? He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mentioned a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colours. The witnesses fell sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiselling off part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. Yay. What we do? As you do.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Okay, so nothing more to find here. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Hope to God nobody tries to kill me again. 4 bullets, that's fine. Okay. That's my heart rate up for the evening. So I'm going to leave it there because natural break in the investigation. Who the hell are you? Are you the guy who was following me outside the pub? No, you're just wandering around looking sus. Good. Good to know. So yeah, I think, all things being equal, I will be back to this on Monday. Because next Thursday I would very much like to carry on with Base Noir, carry on with that. Which I had thought was weird, and then I played this. So far this is up there. This is possibly even my favourite COC game. Which previously I think Decode, the Dark Corners of the Earth, was, once it was patched. So yes. Frogwares have done a good one again. I liked pretty much all of their Sherlock Holmes games, and the investigative model really does suit. So we're happy with that. So, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys on Sunday. Ta-ta.